We miss him a lot, and we just want to bring him home.
Family and friends of a Camas gym owner are looking for answers after they say he disappeared more than a week ago. We're going to hear from them and a private investigator about the search.
And Washington lawmakers have permanently banned a popular police gun from its training facilities after dozens of cases of gun firing without anyone pulling the trigger.
And why not? We're looking ahead to summer this morning. Temperatures in the 60s this week. Let's talk about the summer months. Portland gearing up for a packed season. We're talking concerts, the Rose Festival. We've got the Portland Opera moving to downtown. All those details coming up here in your 6 o'clock hour of sunrise.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Wednesday. I'm China Green.
And I'm Drew Carney. We also have our friends Christopher McGinnis and Rodney Hill standing by. There they are. Rod, we just teased the fact that we have several 60-degree temperatures in the forecast.
Yes, incredible. This is day one of the complete stretch to dry weather with the warmest temperatures we have seen so far this calendar year. So far, not seeing fog over the state capitol. It's 38 degrees from our live camera in Salem. You can see the low cloudiness hovering down over downtown Portland. 36 is the temperature there. We do have pretty dense fog out along the Columbia River this morning, and there are other fog pockets. Also, you may have to scrape. We have freezing temperatures and frost in Hillsborough, Forest Grove, Scappoose, and Battleground this morning. Here's a look at our day planner here in the Rose City. 36 right now. Sunshine is coming today, 52 at noon, and we'll go all the way up to about 60 for a high temperature. Here's Chris.
That sounds awesome. Rod, I had some frost on my car in North Portland this morning, and we found the fog. Here it is. This is I-5 up near Mill Plain, so certainly a foggy commute here between Vancouver and Portland over the Interstate Bridge through North Portland. We'll switch gears and take you down to the south side, or over the west side, I should say. Highway 26 still rolling right along at the Sylvan Hill. Guys, so far the freeway drive's in pretty good shape, but we are still dealing with the aftermath of the storm cleanup and whatnot. Washington County, one of the areas where we still have some road closures. Fernhill Road, the floodgates are still down out there as they deal with high water. So plan an alternate route to get around that. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Chris. Family and friends are searching for a Southwest Washington gym owner who they say has been missing for over a week.
We talked with his coworkers and a private investigator who's trying to find him. Ashley Grams is covering this story for us this morning live in Camas. So Ashley, walk us through what we know so far.
Yeah, Drew, China, good morning. They're looking for Cannon Sullenberger. He works here in Camas. You can see his photo there on the missing poster on the door, as well as a message that says, "We love and miss you, Cannon." That private investigator we talked to says he didn't show up for work last Monday, the 17th. Cannon's coworkers told us they called police to ask for a welfare check. He wasn't there, and friends say they found his 3 dogs and some personal items left behind. The private investigator says she was hired by Cannon's ex-in-laws and is working closely with private search and rescue teams with canines and drones. Cannon's friends and coworkers tell us his disappearance is unusual.
It's like he just left his apartment and disappeared, just vanished.
It is just completely out of character for him to be gone and not follow his regular routine that he does daily.
Vancouver police say this case, has been forwarded on to the missing persons unit. VPD also added there's no information in any of their reports indicating foul play. Guys.
Ashley, thank you. New this morning, a Fairview transportation company and its owner have been sentenced for violating the Clean Air Act. Clancy Logistics and its owner, Timothy Clancy, admitted to tampering with pollution monitoring devices on at least 13 semi-trucks, illegally altering emissions controls. A federal judge sentenced both to 3 years of probation and about a $100,000 fine as well. Prosecutors say Clancy oversaw the modifications, directing employees to disable emissions equipment.
Portland police arrested a third man in connection with an alleged burglary ring that investigators say has been targeting area businesses for months now. According to court documents, Daniel Blue was indicted last week on 11 charges stemming from 3 burglaries in Southeast Portland, 1 at a Domino's Pizza and 2 others at pot shops. This was back in September. The DA's office says Blue is one of more than 10 people they believe are involved in this ring.
Here's a look at Oregon's capital from our Salem Skycam right now. Today, 150 students will be there to advocate for the School Health Crisis Response Act. If passed, a bipartisan bill would allocate funding to school health services and mental health programs across the state. The Oregon School-Based Health Alliance is leading the effort, hoping lawmakers will act on the bill this session.
All right, thanks to this week's weather, a landslide north of Seattle has shut down Amtrak service between Portland and Vancouver, BC until tomorrow morning. Amtrak says it's putting passengers on buses as they head north once they get to Seattle. Transportation, though, for anyone heading south is still being finalized. Here locally, more cleanup set for today all across the area after this week's rain and strong winds damaged trees, power lines, roads, cars, and homes. Multnomah County, like many parts of the area, where the threat of even more damage still exists.
While we might be kind of out of that wind event, we're now potentially looking at landslides. So because that soil is so saturated.
PGE crews have been especially busy this week, and they've made a huge dent in restoring power to people. What was more than 60,000 customers without power Monday night is already down to just over 800.
Meanwhile, parts of the coast were also hit hard in Clatsop County. Crews came through Highway 103 with a front loader to help move trees out of the way. Pacific Power says hundreds of customers are still in the dark this morning, mostly in areas surrounding Astoria.
All right, Rod, we just wrapped up the news block there with some weather details. What do you got for us looking ahead?
Well, let's stick with that theme just a second. We still have, from the storm and the rains, flood warning for the Grays River up in Wahkiakum County. That's southwest Washington, north of the Columbia River. The flood stage on that river is 28.5. Last evening, it was measured at 30.5. Now, the Weather Service does believe that river will fall several feet and get below flood stage at some point this evening. So we are still tracking that high water location. Okay, the forecast is completely dry for Portland all the way through the day Saturday now. We have fog over downtown, getting tougher to see the buildings, so that's increasing the pea soup, if you will. 36 is the temperature. Visibility down to almost 1/10 of a mile, really thick crossing the Columbia. I know it was bad when I came across the interstate bridge earlier this morning. Visibility now down below 1.5 miles out in Hillsboro as well. And we have some fog pockets down around Salem, although not showing up on that particular map. Temperatures are in the 30s, and we do in fact have some frosty 32-degree spots out there as well. 35 Kelso, Portland, 36 Salem, 38. So it is a dry but chilly start out the door. The headline today is the warm-up with sunshine all areas and the wind flow north to northeast, which allows you folks at the coast to get warm too. So this shows 65 degrees in Astoria today. It's hard for me to sit here and imagine that because I'm showing you all the temperatures in the 30s, but we do expect it 60 or better in Kelso down to Eugene, nearing 60 in Madras, and Pendleton could near 60 degrees as well. This shows mid-50s for you folks out in the Dalles. Beautiful sunny day in the Gorge. Bluebird day up over Mount Hood today. 60, 62, 64, Saturday daytime, now dry, 60, and we have scattered showers in the forecast Saturday overnight into Sunday, and that is your update.